All right, here we go. Lesson 4-6. Okay. Now I need your attention. Give me your attention. I promise. Well, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't promise because this is a 40-minute period. I'll try to get you 5 minutes in the end, maybe 10. Here's what we're doing today. It says completing the square. That's tomorrow. We're not going to complete the square until tomorrow. What we're going to do is this. We're going to take a look at what we call quadratic equations. Why are these called quadratic equations? X squared. Perfect. These are quadratics. Okay. Now these equations are the most simple equations I can give you because something's missing. Look at all three of them. What's missing? What?
The second x.
The second. He says x. The second x. It's the x term. What did you call it?
I call it the singular x.
The singular x. Okay. You know what I was going to call it? The bx. This is the ax squared. The bx is missing. So you write yourself a note. Missing what? Missing the bx term. Okay, if you are missing this term, this would be probably the easiest quadratic equation you can solve. Okay, why do I say that? Because all you have to do is solve for x. Just like any other equation, you just solve for x. Get the x squared all by itself. What would you do?
Add 10.
Add 10. Okay, go ahead and do it. 7x squared equals what? 35. Oops, sorry, I missed my square.
Divide by 7.
Divide by 7. X squared equals what? 5. So the answer is 5, right?
No, you gotta square it.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm asking you what number times itself is going to be 5. And you're saying take the square root. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. So if I take the square root of this and the square root of this, what's the answer?
Would it end up being the square root of 5 or do you
2
have
point what?
2, 4.
Okay, so I hear you guys saying to me, the answer is,
x equals square root of 5?
you're saying 2.24 because you use your calculator, right? Your calculator doesn't really know the square root of 5. It approximates it. You guys rounded it. So yes, you're right. That is the right answer, but it's not quite right. That's why I put the squigglies. The squigglies mean approximately. Now, the problem is there's more answers. There's more than one answer.
X equals square root of 5.
What?
X equals square root of 5.
Okay, wait. You're going to something else. There's more. Okay, so you're telling me positive and negative 2.24.
Yeah.
Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Because, listen to this. If you were solving this problem, okay, you took the square root of x squared, you got x. Took the square root of 9, you got what? 3. Is 3 times 3 9?
Yeah.
Yes. Do the negative 3. Is negative 3 times negative 3 9?
Yeah.
Okay, guess what? Yes, there are two answers. One will be positive, one will be negative, and you have to do this by yourself. Your calculator will never go like this. You won't punch it in, and your calculator won't say plus or minus 3. It's not going to say it. You have to write it. Anytime that the x term is missing, it's up to you to write it. And if you miss it on the test, I have to take off what? Points. Because you only gave me one answer out of the two. So give me both. Yes, sir. Yes, the squiggly means approximately. Now, what if I want the exact answer? The exact answer. X equals exactly what?
Square root of 5.
Okay. When you don't, if you don't know the square root of 5, that's what you call it. That's your answer. Square root of 5.
Would you put a positive? No.
Positive
Yeah, positive and negative.
and negative. Square root of 5. Good?
So would you accept either?
Well, here's the deal, John. In the book or on my test, it will say this. Solve this equation and give me exact answers. That would be square root of 5. Solve this equation and approximate your answers to the nearest 100. That's you typing in your calculator. So you just got to read the directions. Okay, everybody good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, these are all the same. Do it. Do the next one. You about there? You subtracted 9, you got 8. You divided by 2, you got 4. You got x squared equals 4.
No.
Now what? How do you get rid of the square? Square root? Square root. What's the answer? Positive 2 and negative 2. Why is that problem so nice?
Because it's an actual square root.
Well, I think, Maddie, you said it's what?
Perfect square.
It's a perfect square. Guys, if they give you 9, 16, 25, 36, you guys will know those in a second. Those are so easy. That one is tougher because you don't know it, so you leave it or you type it in, right? This is the exact answer, 2 and negative 2. There's no approximation here. This is the exact answer. Next, move it over. What'd you do? How'd you move it over?
Add 35.
Okay, add 35, you got what? 60. Divide by 3,
20.
20. Uh-oh, we got a new problem. Square root of 20. You took what on both sides?
Yeah.
Right? Right? Okay, do you know the square root of 20? No. Okay, you don't know it, so now I have a choice. Do I want the approximation or do I want the exact answer?
Exact.
I want exact. So what's the square root of 20 exactly, John?
Would it be 4 square root of 5?
4 square root of 5.
Oh, two.
You're so close, John, but yeah. Here's the deal. I think John did this. I think he picked a perfect square that goes into 20. What's the perfect square? 4. And that's what you said, John. You said 4 and 5.
Yeah.
He's right. 20 is just 4 times 5. But what is the square root of 20? I said that wrong. Sorry. What's the square root of 4?
2.
2. What's the square root of 5?
Root 5.
We don't know. Yeah, root 5.
Would you
Am
say
I
that
good?
as an answer?
Plus or minus. Yep. Plus or minus. Right? Okay, simplifying radicals is something you learned in probably maybe 9th grade, then you did it in your geometry year, right? Okay, well, here's the deal. I just got to show you a quick refresher on this again. When you get the square root of any number, look at the number, start going through your list of perfect squares, right? I mean, once you get to 36, that's too big. You can't even check that number. Which one of your perfect squares goes into 32? 16 does. I hope you pick 16, but I got to tell you, some people, some students will pick what? They'll pick 4. I want to show you, it does work. It does, but it's just more work. Do you recognize anything inside there that could still be simplified? 8. What about 8? 4 goes into 8, so you could write what? 4 times 2. So 4 times 4 times 2 is 32. What's the square root of this?
2.
What's the square root of this?
2.
What's the square root of this? You don't know. So root 2. Oh, so the answer becomes what?
4.
Okay, so that's the answer, but the better way to do it is not pick 4. Pick what? Pick the biggest. Somebody said that. Pick the biggest perfect square. So I'd go like this if I were you. There, I'm done. I got it right away. Versus me going 4 times 4 times 2. Okay, now I got to do all this. This is easy, right?
Yep.
Okay. Come on back. Are we good? Can we move on?
Yep.
Okay, story problem. Read it and draw a picture. Draw a picture of what's being said, okay? I'll catch up with you. Okay, you read it? We're talking about a what? Swimming pool, okay. A rectangular swimming pool is 7 feet deep. So I just drew a big rectangular solid, and I drew the little waves in the water. I put my 7 here for the height of the water. Okay. One side of the pool is 3 times longer than the other side. Well, I don't know either side. So what am I going to call these sides?
LNW.
What?
LNW.
L and W. You know what? Let's not bring in 2 variables.
X.
One is X, and one is 3 times longer.
So 3x.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter which one you call X. How about that's X? That's 3 times longer than this, so that'd be what?
3x.
3X. Okay. So when you do this, draw your picture, label your sides, and then keep reading. It says the amount of water needed to fill the pool is what? Okay. Cubic feet. So if they tell you to fill this pool, you need this much water, that is really what? It's not the area,
It's volume.
volume. They're giving you volume. When they say cubic feet is volume, square feet is area. Okay? Well, here's the deal. You gotta go back to geometry. Volume, what's the formula for volume? Yes, length times width times height equals volume. I bet you can throw all the numbers in, and I bet you can solve the equation.
Yeah.
V, what's V?
4725.
4725, got it. What's your length?
X times 3x.
3x. What's your width? X. What's your height? 7. Okay. 3 times x times x times 7. 3 times x times x times 7.
21x cubed.
21
Or no.
x what?
Squared.
X times x squared equals what?
4,711x.
Am I missing the x term?
No.
Yes,
Oh.
the x squared's there, but the
Oh,
x
yeah,
term's gone. Guys, this is the simple equation. What are you gonna do to both sides?
Divide by 21.
Yeah, well, eventually you'll take the square root, right? $2.25. Okay. 225. Square root. Knock out the squares. Square root. Okay, 15 I'm hearing. X equals plus or minus 15. If I said to you solve this equation, you'd say 15 and negative 15. But this is an equation that went with a story. X is this distance here. What are you going to call it? 15 or negative 15?
15.
15. We're not going to say negative distance, so we throw out what? Throw out the negative. It really doesn't make sense in this story. Okay? So what is let's call that the width. 15 feet. Okay, what's the length of the pool?
45.
3 times 15 makes 45 feet. Right? Now, go back here, because this is really how I want you to answer the question. Find the what? Find the dimensions of the pool. The dimensions will be what by what by what?
7 by 15 by 45.
Yeah, 45 by 15 by 7.
Do you want like the units
Well, it's
Well, I wrote them here.
and then since
If you want to write them here, fine. I'll see you put feet. But if you want to go feet, here, that's fine too. Okay. Yes, units are good because that always takes off a half a point here and there. Okay. All good. So did you like those kind of equations?
No.
Oh, you guys.
Oh, those kind, yeah.
You're supposed to
they're
say, yes, I
easy,
love
yeah.
them because they were so easy.
Yes, the easy ones.
Yes,
They start
these are the
with-
easiest I can give you on the test. And the test is December 2nd now. Now we're way out there in December.
Whoa.
Guys, this would be this is how the test would start. The test will start with those, 2 or 3 of those, okay? All right, ready? Then we move to the next kind of equation. The next kind would be when you have what? What's back?
Yes.
The x term is back. All right, well now, if you guys remember, I gave you this problem. I gave you this problem yesterday on the test. Do you know that?
What?
I didn't give you this one, but something like this. X squared, let me show you. X squared what? Minus 14x what? Plus 40 what?
9
Equals
25.
25? Okay, what'd you do to solve it yesterday?
Set it equal to 0.
Set it equal to 0, moved it over, right?
Yeah.
Right? Then what?
24, right?
What's that? 24? Okay. Okay, and then you probably, what's this called?
Binomial.
Factored, got what? Negative, right?
2 and
12 and 2, got it. Got it. And you said the solutions are?
X equals plus 2 and x equals plus 12.
Correct?
Yep.
Isn't that what you did on the test yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Something like
did.
that.
Oh, I did do that.
Wait, you guys, this is what I tested you yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, you solved my factor,
Yeah.
right? Okay, but here's the deal. They're switching the game on you. Here's the game. Pay attention. Tomorrow you're gonna what?
Apparently.
Complete the square. You don't even know what that is yet. But let me show you something. This is where we're gonna start completing the square. I'm just gonna show you a quick problem. X squared minus 14x plus 49 equals 25.
Okay.
Now,
Are you listening?
It's a winner. Local answer.
just put it on the desk, please. Here's the deal. Completing the square means this. Snake hole. Okay, completing the square means this. When you complete the square, you must have a perfect square trinomial. But look what they tell you guys. They're telling you you're going to solve a what?
Trinomial.
Oh, guess what? You're looking at a perfect square trinomial. Today, they're so nice to you today. So nice. They actually tell you that this is a perfect square trinomial. Nowhere, no how. I won't even do that on the test, but they're doing it today. They're going to tell you. You have a perfect square trinomial. How do you know you really do, though? You do know it, right?
First one's the perfect square. Second one, or the last one's perfect.
First one's perfect. X times X, right?
And
Last one's perfect.
7 times 7.
7 times 7. The middle is this times this. The 7 times the X times 2. You got to double it. And then do you get this?
Yes.
Yes, 7 times 2 times 7x is 14x. This is why it's a perfect square trinomial. But do you have to check? No, they're telling you what.
Makes a perfect square.
If they're going to tell you it, you don't really have to check. So don't worry about it. So here's what you do. Okay, here's what you do. There are 3 steps in solving this type of problem. If you're given a perfect square trinomial, step 1 says step 1 says factor the perfect square trinomial. Oh, let's do it. How do you factor that? Oh, guys, this was on your test yesterday. You're supposed to be just saying it.
X minus 7 squared.
X minus 7 times x minus 7. You guys, that perfect square trinomial is your best friend. You should factor that in 5 seconds. Okay, step 2.
Square root.
Guys, I did step 1. Okay, step 2.
Square root.
Take the square root of both sides of the equation. Why am I doing that? To knock out what? The square. Take the square root. Take the square root.
X minus 7.
This knocks out the square. Correct?
Yep.
Everybody good? Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
You're all wrong. You're all
Why?
Oh, no, then we gotta add 7.
Nope.
What are we doing wrong?
Didn't I say when you take the square root of both sides, the answer is
Positive and negative.
yes. It's not 5. It's,
Positive and negative.
I told you, your calculator's not going to tell you that. You have to know if I take the square root of both sides of an equation, I bring in 2 answers, 5 and
Negative 5.
negative 5. You will get these wrong if you don't write that. All right. The third and final step is what? What does it say? Rewrite it as how many equations? 2 equations and then solve for x. Okay, let's do it. Go this way and then go that way. First equation, x minus 7. When does it equal 5? Second equation, x minus 7. When does it equal negative 5? Since there's 2 answers on the right side, I got to solve it twice. You're not going to get answers like plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3. These will be separate answers. What are they?
12 and 2.
12 here, right?
Yep.
Okay. And what here?
2.
Plus 7, 2. Now, look at those answers. The answers are what? 12 and 2. Guess what?
Same
Did I just do it by factoring? Did I get 12 and 2? Yeah, you can't see them, but they are. They're right there. So yesterday on the test, you knew how to do it. Today they're teaching you if you have a perfect square trinomial, then you can factor it, like I did here. I can factor it, take the square root of it, set it equal to 5 and negative 5, and solve it. I can get it that way too. I know you're thinking, well, why am I doing it that way? Because I'm going to teach you something tomorrow that you need to know. You need to know how to solve that equation. There are 2 more on the back page. Go get it.
Resolve. I see. Equation straight.
Hint, hint. That's how you start, because these are perfect. Read the directions on the previous page. The previous page will tell you what to do. How did this first one factor? X plus 6 times x plus 6. So that would be x plus 6 squared. Okay, knock out the square by doing what? Square root would knock out the square. Square root here. What are you going to get?
3. Plus or minus 3. Plus or minus 3.
Yep. Plus or minus 3. If you ever get the plus or minus, you'll just get one answer and you'll get half credit. Which is an F, by the way. Don't do that. All right. Go with 2 equations. X plus 6. When does it equal 3? And the other one would be x plus 6. When does it equal negative 3?
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, what's the answer to this one?
X equals negative 3.
-3, he says. Is he right?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. This one, Sean, what's the answer? X equals -9. Is he right?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. I subtracted 6 from both sides. That's what I did. And that's what they did. Okay, go get the next. If you get the next one right, I'll give you your calendar and you can begin your assignment. Yes, and where's the other one? Oh, there?
Yeah.
One and this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yay.
Oh, no. Yes, no. Yes.
They're just launches.
Probably would have done nothing at this point.
The next 4 years.
Just go live in another country for 4 years.
No, I can't. Because I'm in the military. And we'll be going anywhere. And they hunt your ass down if you go over.
That's just gonna be
Ship up for basic.
Nope.
Yeah, it was like a ship up for basic June 19th and have it ready.
Okay, get it? That's it? Good. 4 and 6, no. 1, yes. 8, 1, no.
Well, that's gonna have to wait till after I get back here.
1 yes, -1 no.
I'll be there for 3 hours.
Oh,
Would you? -2 over 2 yes. And 1 no. You get it? 1 yes. 2 no. Okay. All right. Let's do it quick. I'd say half the room got it, and half the room didn't get it. Ready? Hey, what's the score to this?
I don't know. It's 4x.
No, it's 4x. What's the score to this?
1.
1. The middle sign is plus. Got it? Some of you didn't get that right. Because you didn't get that right, you didn't get the whole thing wrong. Square root, square root. Okay. From there, you split into what? 2 equations. This one and
The other one.
this one. Solve them. Subtract 1. You get 4. Divide by 4, you get 1. Most of you have that one. Subtract 1, you get what? Yep. Divide by 4. Right? The assignment's right there. It's been there the whole period. That's the assignment. Already got one? Didn't get one, say so.
Yeah.
Get one? Anybody else? Didn't get it? Class ends in 1 minute. That's bad news because some of you want to know your score, I think.
Yeah. I'm mad at it.
Here I go. I'll just read all the scores out loud. Ready? Here we go. Elizabeth, you got can't say that. You're gonna have to cover me if you want your score.
Are you gonna put it?
Come over here.
Yeah, that's
I felt terrible.
What, did you feel terrible after math anyway?
I just feel angry after that. That's completely sorry. I want to see why
We get road rages.
Oh, like
I get actual road rage so Like, I want to say, and then I'll get in my car. And then,
What's for 1989?
I've never.
Come on, somebody.
95.
Okay, Elizabeth.
And I didn't pick my this morning. Get that halfway wrong.
What'd you get?
I don't want to.
And you're not. Why was it on your desk?
Yeah, it was on my seat.
I always throw lost and found over there. You want your score or not? Okay. Oh, yeah, it is. It is.
It was probably just some bad decision.
Well, yeah, we can look at it. I'll give them back tomorrow, but I got more time tomorrow.
I need to come in tomorrow and retake it.
Retake it.
Yeah.
Wait a second, you don't even know the score yet.
I got a C.
I got 32 out of 50.
I got a 41.
41's pretty good.
It's a C, Peter.
What's wrong with C's?
It brought my grade down.
Oh, mine brought my grade down.
Jesus.
What'd you get?
I got like 32. But I got a, yeah, 32. Brought my grade up though, because I had a 0.
Because you weren't doing your homework.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder it brought your homework or your grade up.
Hey, I have 2 homework grades. This seat is super warm.
You actually?
Hello.
Like, who are you running to?
Well, I just remembered I'm still taping.
Oh.
And we were